It's early in this marathon ride on SEPTA, but for 24 hours, city leaders, state lawmakers, transit groups are going to be riding trains and buses right here in Philadelphia. They are demanding a permanent funding solution while also looking at ways to make the system better. It's not your average ride on SEPTA. We caught the Broad Street line at Cecil B. Moore, North Philadelphia, with about a dozen others. They're on a fact-finding mission, lasting until tomorrow morning. What are some of the things that you've found so far just early on in the ride?
I think making this more accessible, making sure there's shelters, benches, making sure service comes more frequently. I think also affordability is really important.
It's all about showing urgency for recurring funding for the transit agency. There's major concern about devastating cuts to bus stops and regional rail returning in July of 2027 after no new continuous money in the state budget. Most riders remember the crushing blow last summer of living without their bus routes for weeks.
That's how I get around. SEPTA is important. Everyday life. I need it for work, family occasions, everything.
What would happen if some bus routes or some rail lines were cut?
I feel like it'd be over for not only me, but for a lot of families.
In a statement released to NBC 10, the agency says in part the coming year is critical for SEPTA and transit across the Commonwealth as lawmakers consider legislative action on transit funding. SEPTA is focused on continuing to make progress on improving service reliability, safety, and security.
Where's the bus stop? How would you know? Exactly.
The group is also checking out bus stops, looking at the changes needed at various locations. This one at 15th and Cecil B. Moore doesn't have signs indicating it's a stop.
The idea that we have to keep going budget cycle after budget cycle, hoping, praying, crossing our fingers about transit funding makes no sense. I think the people of Philadelphia deserve better.
Fearful of what's ahead for a system in need of money. Aaron Baskerville, NBC 10 News.